So step number 3. Already I have solved step 1 and 2. Step 3, right? So can you tell me what are all the probabilities? Right? What are all the probabilities like P1, P2, P3? So I don't have that data actually. I don't have that data. Can anyone put into chat box, or else you can say also? Like what are all the things which I have been arranged in decreasing order? P1, P2, P3. P1 equal to something. P1, P2, P3, P4. Total P4 or P5. 5 probabilities are there. Like might be 1 point, like 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, something 1 by 8, 1 by 8. Or else what we do? So I'll take new problem, right? I'll take new problem to solve. Alright? I'll take a new problem which I can solve from step by step, right? So complete one problem, I'll take it, and later the remaining part you can solve, right? So take a fresh problem here. Yes, all of you take down this fresh problem. P1, right? Problem number 1. Apply Shannon's encoding algorithm. Apply Shannon's encoding algorithm for the following set of messages. Apply Shannon's encoding algorithm for the following set of messages and obtain efficiency and redundancy. Obtain efficiency and redundancy. Right? I'll repeat. Apply Shannon's encoding algorithm for the following set of messages and obtain efficiency and redundancy. Right? Obtain efficiency and redundancy. So our message signals are M1 equal to 1 by 8, M2 1 by 16, M3 3 by 16, M4 1 by 4, M5 3 by 8. These are the 5 probabilities which I have been given it, right? These are the 5 probabilities. Here you need to find code as well as efficiency and redundancy. You need to find a code as well as efficiency and redundancy. So we will deal, right? Let us see the solution of this. Shannon's encoding algorithm, right? Shannon's encoding algorithm, right? In order to find the Shannon's encoding algorithm, as we have already seen the following steps, right? As we have already seen the following steps, so that just I'll follow those steps. The step 1 is nothing but arranging probabilities or message, arranging probabilities or message in decreasing order. Step 1. Arranging probabilities or messages in decreasing order. That is M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. Here total we have 5 probabilities. M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. So arrange all these probabilities in decreasing order. Arrange all these probabilities in decreasing order. So can you tell me what is the order of this? Right? What is the order which will come first? here. M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. Which will be the first value if I want to arrange it in decreasing order? So can you tell? So I will be going to note it down, right? The first will be taken it as M5. Yes, exactly. Very good. M5. 3 by 8. Rest. Second one, M4. Yes, very good. M4. 1 by 4. Next, M3. Very good. M3. 3 by 16. M1. Good. M1 and M2. Very good. Very good. 1 by 8 and M2 1 by 16. Okay. This we can say it as step 1. This we can say it as step 1. So what to do to find the Shannon's encoding algorithm? First we need to arrange your probabilities in decreasing order. Arranging probabilities in decreasing order. That we can say it as step number 1. Right? Now step 2. I'll go with step 2 now. Right? What exactly the step 2 is? Right? Step 2. Step 2 is nothing but finding the sequences. Right? Step 2 call it as finding the sequences. Finding the sequences, which I can say it as alpha value. Finding the sequences, which we can say it as alpha value. So as I said that always alpha 1 equal to 0. It is by default. It is by default alpha 1 equal to 0. I need to find alpha q plus 1 values. From alpha 1 to alpha q plus 1. How many alpha values I need to find here? Alpha 1 to alpha q plus 1. So where q equal to number of probabilities. Where q equal to number of probabilities. So total we have 5 probabilities. So that I want to find alpha 1 to alpha 6. Alpha 1 to alpha 6. Therefore alpha 2 equal to P1 plus alpha 1. P1 plus alpha 1, or else I can say it as M1 plus alpha 1. Right? M1 plus alpha 1. So which value has to be taken here? M1 is nothing but what you have been arranged it in decreasing order, not the given data. Here P1 is called it as we have already arranged the data in decreasing order. So let us see. So actually the given data M1 is nothing but 1 by 8, but I cannot consider this one because my first step is to telling that arranging probability in decreasing order. So that here M1 is nothing but what? Yes, this value is called it as M1 here. Okay, this value is called it as M1 here, right? Because I have already arranged. This one is M2, M3, M4 and M5. So in order to get the value of alpha 1, so what I want? P1 plus alpha 1. Either I can say it as P1 or M1. Both are same here, right? What is the value of that? 3 by 8, right? So here a P1 is called it as 3 by 8 and alpha 1 is 0. So it is 3 by 8, right? Now similarly find it alpha 3, P2 plus alpha 2. Alpha 4 equal to P3 plus alpha 3. Alpha 5 equal to P4 plus alpha 4. Alpha 6 equal to P5 plus alpha 5. Now tell me what are these values? Calculate and get the values. P2, right? Calculate and get the values, right? 1 by 4 plus whatever. You calculate 1 by 4, 3 by 16, 1 by 8 and 1 by 16. So here 1 by 4 plus alpha 2 equal to 3 by 8. How much it is? You tell me, right?
0.625.
Yes, very good. 0.625. Similarly here, alpha 4, alpha 4, alpha 5 and alpha 6. I want all these values. 0.8125, very good. 0.8125. 0.8125, exactly. Next, alpha 5, 0.9375, good. 0.9375. And alpha 6, 1. Yes, very good. Right. So here we have completed step number 2. Right. Here we have completed step number 2. Now step number 3. Right. Finding the int. Okay. So step number 3. Step 3. Finding integer value. Right. Finding integer value, which I can say it as L. It should be varying from L. I is varying from 1 to Q. 1 to Q. How many values are there, right? So in order to find this, we have a formula, like I can use the formula like 2 raised to Li greater than or equal to 1 divided by Pi. I can use this formula also to find the value of L. To find the value of L. Now what I will do, let us see. Now I will be putting the I value in the given equation. So let us, when I put I equal to 1, this formula will become it as 2 raised to L1 greater than or equal to 1 divided by P1. Now I want to get the value of L1. How it is possible? Applying log both sides, right? Applying log both sides. Log 2 raised to L1 greater than or equal to log 1 by P1. So that log A raised to N can be written it as, yes, N log 2, yes, log 1 divided by P1. Now P1 is, how much it is? Now see here, now again we have been already arranged. P1 is called it as 3 by 8 here. P1 is nothing but 3 by 8. I will be substituting that value. So L1 equal to greater than or equal to log 1 divided by 3 by 8 divided by log 2. Now what is this value? What is this value now? Do it fast. $1.4150. Is that so? Yes. 1.4150. Very good. 1.4150. Then we cannot take 1.4150 because it is not an integer. As I said that I need to find the integer values, right? 1.4150 exactly. Now it is always rounding towards the next integer. This value should be always rounding towards the next integer. That I can set as 2 here. 1.415 cannot be taken it less, right? Always rounding towards next integer. Keep it in mind. Right? Next integer means even though if it comes 1.01 also, I should take it as 2. Even 1.01 cannot be considered it as 1 here. 1.01, even point whatever value if we get, is call it as 2 again. Because I wanted to do rounding towards next integer. It is always rounding towards next integer, right? It is always rounding towards next integer. Similarly, find it for all the L values. All the L values like L2, L3, L4, L5. You try to find it for L2, L3, L4, L5 because I is varying from 1 to Q. Here I is varying from 1 to Q. So Q is nothing but how many probabilities are there in your problem. Total I have 5 probabilities. Now I have been found for I equal to 1. Now similarly find it for I equal to 2, I equal to 3, I equal to 4 and I equal to 5. So can you tell me what are those, right? Now I'll go with I equal to 2 now. I equal to 2. I equal to 2. Again, what will be the formula? As I said that 2 raised to L2 greater than or equal to 1 divided by P2. Apply log on both sides. Apply log on both sides. Greater than log 1 divided by P2. And this can be written it as L2 greater than or equal to log 1 divided by P2 divided by log 2. So P2 is again, I should see that what will be the my message. So P2, I can take, this is my P2 here. 1 by 4 is the P2 value. I'll substitute that value in this equation. Right? So L2 equal to what? 1 divided by 1 by 4 divided by log 2. So ultimately it is 2. Yes, exactly. It is 2. So as it is already integer, as it is already an integer, I should not round off anything now. So 2 is the value here, right? L2 equal to 2. Because I got perfect value, right? It is not like 2.01, 2 point something and all. It is 2, so that I should choose L2 equal to 2 itself. So that L2 equal to 2 only. Now similarly find it for L3. So what will be the formula again to find L3, right? So I'll take I equal to 3 to find it, right? I'll write directly, right? L3 is greater than or equal to log 1 divided by P3. I'll substitute P3 value directly here. P3 is nothing but 3 by 16. P3 is 3 by 16 here, right? P3 is 3 by 16. 3 by 16. Very good. 2 point. Good. 2.4. Yes, it is 3. Whenever you come the 2.415, I should round off towards the next integer so that L3 equal to 3. Very good. Divided by log 2. So this is S. Very good. 2.415. I should not take this value rounding towards next integer. It is called it as 3. So that my L3 value is equal to 3 here. Now find it what is L4 and L5, right? Find it L4 and L5. Right, L4 is also 3, very good. Yes, L4 is 3. L4 3. And what about L5? Go for L5. Yes, it means that you people are getting what I am solving in this online classes, so that you will be getting, because you only telling the answer means I will be very happy here. Right?
L5 is 4.
Yes, very good. 4 it is. Very good. Right. And it is very, very important problem. Maximum time, not maximum, 100% it will ask for 10 marks. Minimum of 10 marks. The procedure remains common. Whichever may be the data, you should start the following procedure, like step 1 to arranging decreasing order, step 2 to get the value of alpha, and step 3 finding the value of L, right? Up to this it is clear, right? Up to this it is clear. Now step number 4. I'll go with step number 4 now. Step number 4, right? Step number 4, which indicates that converting this decimal values into binary. Converting decimal values, decimal into binary. That is step number 4 here. Converting alpha values, all these are in decimal. I should convert those values in binary now. As we know that alpha 1 is always 0, keep it like that only, right? We don't have any issue with alpha 1 because by default I have taken it as alpha 1 equal to 0. You know about this, right? These values, converting alpha values in binary form. Now alpha 1 equal to 0, right? Now what is alpha 2? Alpha 2 equal 3 by 8. Can you tell me what exactly is the value of 3 by 8? Point three seven.
0.37.
Yes, 0.375. Very good. 0.375. Now this value should be converted into binary now. Right? This value should be converted into binary. I'll show how it has to be. 0.0375, right? 0.0375. Now this is in decimal, right? I want to convert this into binary. How it has to be? Already have been learnt in conversion, right? Right. So that how it has to be done? 0.375 into 2, right? 0.375 into 2. Whatever value I'll get, how much it is? 0.375 into 2. 0.75. 0.3, yes, 0.75, exactly. 0.75. This 0.75, what it indicates? I should take with carry over here, right? 0.75 with carry, so that whatever value comes over here, it is indicating the carry, right? Before this decimal point, whatever value comes, it is called as carry here. So it is 0, so that carry equal to 0. Carry equal to 0, right? Now again you convert this value. Again points, I'll take this value now. 0.75 must be multiplied with 2 now. Now how much it is?
1.5.
Yes, I should write 1.5. Now carry, as I said that before decimal point, whatever I'll get, that will be indicated as carry. So that 1.5, I'll take this one as carry, means I'll make it as 0 here. With carry 1. With carry 1. Because before decimal point, whatever I'll get, that will be indicated as carry. Right? 1.5, 1 will be the carry and remaining part will be taken it as here. Right? Now again, now if how much, like how many values I need to expand this, right? It is again based on your L values. It is again based on your L values. Now if I want to expand this, I wanted to know what is the value of L2. Here L1 already I got, right? L1 will be related to alpha 1. I have already found this L2 value, right? So I'll go with that L2. L2 is how much? 2. It is enough if I get 2 values. Because L2 equal to 2. I want only 2 bits. It is enough only to get 2 values, right? So L2 equal to 2. As we know that here it is enough because I got 2 values. So if I want to write it, it has to be written it in this direction, right? Now if I want to convert this value, as I said, I want to convert this value in binary form. Decimal into binary, how it has to be written? Point can be written it, and it is from in this way, 0, 1. Converted into binary because I want only 2 bits. Because of that reason, I have been stopped at here itself. If L equal to 3, I will be taking one more iteration over here. I will be taking one more step because I want 3 bits. So this expansion should be based on L values. This expansion should be based on L values. Here L2 equal to 2, so that I required only 2 bits. So that 0 and 1 will be the my bits. 0 and 1 will be the my bits. And similarly, next I want to convert the alpha 3 now. Alpha 3. What is the value of alpha 3? 0.625, right? Alpha 3 is 0.625. Alpha 3 is equal to 0.625 in decimal. Convert this into binary. Convert this into binary. How it has to be? 0.62, and also how many bits I need to take. It is again depends on L values. I'll take what is L3. I'll take what is L3 here. L3 equal to how many bits? 3 bits, right? L3 equal to 3 bits. So that I want only 3 bits of conversion, not more than that. 0.625 into 2. What is the value of 0.625 into 2?
1.25.
1.25. So that 1.25 means 1 will be the carry here, right? 0.25 can be taken it here and carry is nothing but 1. Right? Because I should write, and as I said that before decimal point, whatever it comes, it indicates the carry. So that 1 have been taken it as an carry. So that remaining portion will be called it as here, right? Again you expand this, right? Convert this value, 0.25 into 2. It is 0.5. Yes, 0.5 means carry equal to 0 because whatever this value indicates it is carry. So I want to take one more step because here I get only 2 bits because my L value is nothing but 3 bits. I'll go for one more step now. 0.5 into 2. It is 1, right? 1 will be the carry and remaining. Yes?
Sir, the first value is
The first
2
value
is 1.25, not 0.
Ah,
1.25.
Yes. So 1.25, as I said that whenever this 1.25 comes, no, this 1 should be always taken it as an carry. I cannot write it over here. So this will be taken. Whatever before decimal point, that value will be called it as carry. Right? If 0, if I remove it, 0 will be always taken it as 0 only. If I remove also, if no value indicates, it is nothing but 0. So here 1.25, why I have not written, that 1 will be indicated as carry. Similarly here also, see here, 0.75 is 0.75 into 2, it is nothing but 1.5. So 1 has been taken it out and 0.5 will be kept it there. Is that clear, Humaira?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So here I required only 3 bits, so that I'll stop it here itself. Then how it has to be written? The binary number of this will be 0.101 in binary. 0.101 in binary. Right? Now go for alpha 4. Alpha 4. What is the value of alpha 4? 0.8, yes, 0.8125 in decimal. Now what is L value? To get how many bits, right? Because of that reason I required it. L is also 3 here, right? Now I want to convert this into binary. Do it now. 0.8125 into 2. How much it is? 0.8125 into 2. 1.625. Right. Yes, exactly. 1.625. So that I am not writing that 1 here. 0.625 I am writing, carry will be 1 here. Exactly. So whenever this multiplication resultant comes 1.625, 1 should be taken it as carry and remaining portion will be kept it at here. Now again I should expand this, right? 0.625 into 2. How much it is?
1.25.
1.25, 1 will be the carry. The remaining portion, 0.25 can be taken it here now. So I want 3 bits. So because of that reason, I want to go for one more step. 0.25 into 2. It is 0.5. So that whatever, here 0. 0 will be the carry now. Again, I should write it in this fashion. So the binary number of this will be always 0.110 in binary. Yes, exactly. Very good. And alpha 5. The last one will be alpha 5, right? 0.9375. Again, L equal to, yes, exactly. Already it has been found, right? 0.1101. Very good. L equal to, L5 equal to 4. So that I want total of 4 bits. 0.9375 into 2. 0.3975 into 2. 1.875, right? 1.875, 0.875 can be kept it here, 1 will be the carry. Again 0.875 into 2. It is 1.75. 1.75 because of that reason 0.75. Not visible? Okay. Now it is visible? Yes. 0.75, so that carry equal to 1 here. Again go here, right? 0.75 into 2, 1.5. So 0.5 can be kept it here. Point 0.5 can be kept it here. Yes, 1, 1, 1, right. Carry will be 1. Again go for 0.5 because I want total of 4 bits. 0.5 into 2. 0.5 into 2 is 1. So 1 will be the carry. The remaining portion will be 0 here. Now this has to be written it in this way. 0.1111. Okay. Is that clear? What I have done it over here, right? Is it clear? Step number 4. All of you. Is it visible? Screen is visible now?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it? Okay, okay. Is it clear? Okay, now last step. Step number 5 to complete this problem, right? Step number 5. Now what step number 5? Only remember, it is very simple, right? Step number 5 should be written it in such a way that I should write the code here, right? I want to have the code for M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, and what will be the code for this, right? Before that, right? What will be the code? To get the code, what I am going to do, I'll go with alpha 1 value. Alpha 1 equal to what? 0, right? Now what is the L value? L1, I haven't written that L1 here, right? L1 equal to, what is the L1 value? I'll go with this. L1 is also 2, yes. L1 is 2. So L1 is 2. So anyhow it is 0. I should write it for 2 times, right? So L1 like 0.00 because 0 if I convert this into, it is decimal value, convert this into binary, this will be in the binary, like 00 only it will come. Now how it has to be written? If I want to write a code of all these, I should remove this point, decimal point, and writing whatever bits it is going to indicate. Now see here what I am going to do. For M1 it is 00, M2 it is how much? M2. Where is the conversion of alpha 2? Alpha 2 conversion 0.01. So remove this decimal point, keep it this much of value. This will be indicated as code now, 01. Only removing the decimal point and keeping as it is called it as code here. Again go for this. What is the value? L3. Remove this decimal point. 101 will be your code now. Removing this and keeping only this much of part is called it as code here. 101. L4, alpha 4 already converted. 110. Removing this decimal point. 110. 110. And alpha 5. 4 ones, right? 4 ones. This is actually the Shannon's binary encoding algorithm. Here we found the code, whatever we have the values for each messages. Here you write the messages, like whatever probabilities, right? Here the probabilities write it and this will be the code. How to find the code, right? Is that clear? How to find the code for any of the messages? Is that clear now? Only removing the decimal point to write the code from step number 4. Right? So have you got this? Yes, very good. Right? Only thing is that whatever you are going to find in step 4, so there will be the decimal point. I need to remove that decimal point in order to write it in a code form. Right? M4 101